Romany pirates.
We're on our way.
We're not at all stressed. Not in the slightest. I ain't had any sleep in about 48 hours.
What a week, honestly.
We can't even begin to describe to you what has gone wrong. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong, but never mind, it doesn't matter. We are heading for the sunshine. Well, for as far as the eye can see, we have been rushing, panicking, trying to get down here because we're running late, and we've hit this now. It's been traffic all the way down, and it's just got worse and worse and worse, and now there's been an accident. Just love the M25, don't you? Just love the M25. So yeah, absolute nightmare. I just cannot believe this. It cannot get any worse, honestly. The traffic has been an absolute nightmare. It's only just cleared up now. We're really pushing it fine, aren't we?
Yeah. So basically, we've got a train to catch because we've got to get to the Eurotunnel, and I don't know if we're going to get there at the minute.
He just laughs at everything. Honestly, I'm panicked out of my mind. I just cannot get any worse. I don't even know if we're going to make it. It's an absolute nightmare, is this? And on top of everything else we've had for the past week.
It'll be fine.
Oh.
Let's get there. We'll update you when we get to the tunnel. Let you know what's happening.
Wish us luck.
So we're still heading towards the Channel Tunnel, which, for those people that don't know what the Channel Tunnel is, because there will be people, I'm guessing, in like America, it's a train that connects the UK to France, and it goes under the sea. So I'm going on a train that goes under the sea, right? But I can't get to the train that goes under the sea because this is the third traffic jam that we've had. It says report of obstruction in the road. So we're yet again stuck. We've now got half an hour before we're supposed to be checking in to get on the train. I don't think we're going to make it.
No,
I think they're going to have to go to a different one or whatever it is.
It's looking like we're going to be an hour late at this moment, according to sat-nav.
So then the train will have gone, basically. It'll have left without me.
You won't get to be Nemo for 20 minutes, will you?
Looking forward to being a fish.
Well, we've made it, we've got here. I have no clue how we've managed to do that, but we've done it. So we're just going to take Daisy now through to the pet reception and get her booked in. Is that all ready?
So we're at the pet centre. She's got to go to the pet reception to get her ticket. Look at her going in backpack.
That were really easy. Do you know what? Friendliest people I have ever met. So friendly. And we got here just in time, and they've actually ended up putting us on an earlier one to get out, so it's all worked out really well. So we're literally going back to the van now to get straight onto the next one, because they've fitted us on one an hour early. So yeah, fabulous. Reese has just nipped in to use the bathroom before we actually go and drive down to get on the tunnel. So I just thought I'd use this opportunity to actually give Alicia a ring. Alicia is my daughter, for those of you that haven't watched the channel before. If you go back, you'll see where she helped us out on the boat and stuff like that. Anyway, Alicia and Farron, my son, wanted to come and join us in Ibiza, but there's been various things that's kind of, you know, just got in the way of them actually getting it booked and sorted and what have you. So I've been thinking to myself, if they're still going to come and they haven't actually booked a flight yet, then we could actually make this into a race. And we could see who can get there the fastest, because they'll actually have to find a flight first before they can even set off. So I'm going to ring her up and I'm going to see if she's up for the challenge, because she always loves like watching Jeremy Clarkson and stuff and the challenges that they used to set on their programme. So I'm going to ring her up and I'm going to set this challenge, and we're going to see who can get there fastest by road or by air. Hi love, you alright?
Not so bad.
We've just arrived at Eurotunnel, we're all sorted. We've actually managed to get on an earlier one, but I'm ringing you because, you know, you said that you were like, you wanted to come and join us in Ibiza with Farron and stuff, and then obviously everything's got delayed and what have you, we're trying to get time off work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking is, so have you booked your flight yet? Have you managed to do that or not yet?
No, I haven't found out yet.
Because you haven't managed to find anything, I think that we could set a challenge. You know how you like watching like Jeremy Clarkson and stuff? What's it called?
And he used to do Top Gear.
That's the one. And they used to set the challenges with the envelope. So I'm ringing to set you a challenge, basically.
Of course you are.
So we thought what we'd do is we'd see who can get there the quickest.
But I'm going to get there quicker.
Yeah, but you might not, because you've got to book your flight yet. You've got to book your flight, you've got to get your money sorted. We're already at the Eurotunnel, so all we've got to do now is drive across France and Spain.
Yeah, that's all you've got to do. That's like 36 hours of driving. You're not factoring in ferries into this.
We might still win you, so we're going to set you the challenge, and whoever loses, right, has to buy the first round of drinks when they get there.
Oh, but that's just not fair.
Are you up for it?
Oh, you're on.
Ready, steady,
Go! Get driving on that Eurotunnel.
bye!
I'm going to find these flights and we are going to win this challenge.
Are you excited, Reese? I am so excited, honestly. I'm like a child because it's been so long since we've actually been able to get abroad.
This is cool, this Channel Tunnel. Getting on the train is absolutely wicked. It's really cool.
I love it. I absolutely. We've done it how many times before, haven't we? But
Yeah,
I absolutely
we've
love
done it for
it.
ages, haven't we?
It's like being a kid again, and it's first time you've ever been anywhere. You know, I'm so excited, and everybody's just been absolutely lovely as well.
We're just waiting to board now before we get on the train under the sea.
We've got about 20 minutes before we're getting on, so yeah, we won't be long now, hopefully.
We've just got off the tunnel. It's so quick, is that? Like 25 minutes and you're here. So we've just arrived in France now. The sat nav's not working. It is currently 11 o'clock at night. No, it's not. It's 12 o'clock at night, I think, because they're in front of us, aren't they? So yeah, so I think I'm feeling awake. I've had a nice rest, kind of waiting for the tunnel and on the tunnel. So I think I'm going to try my best and get through Paris kind of through the night, or I'm going to give it a go anyway. If I need to stop and if I feel tired, I'm going to stop, but that's the plan, is to try and get through Paris. Let's see how that goes.
This place, just driving through the centre of it, is like Las Vegas, but it's all just lights. It's all like just traffic lights absolutely everywhere. Every kind of 20 yards is another set of traffic lights. Just want to point out that this is quarter to 5 in the morning. Paris just does not sleep, does it? Just does not sleep. And we decided to do this at that sort of this time because like normal times, like in an hour, it's going to be like herds of wasps just flying around you, the cars, the bikes. It's just absolutely mad driving through Paris. But we thought it would be dead, and clearly not. It's still quite busy.
But it's 5:45 in the morning. Got through Paris. Just found a little park up for the night. It's just like a truck stop. So the bed's all sorted out. We're gonna get some sleep. Morning guys, welcome to France. So we've woken up, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and just gonna get a coffee and then hit the road and see what we can find basically as we head south. Daisy, say good morning. Say good morning everybody, I'm in France. I'm in France. Morning sweetheart.
Morning.
Brew on straight away, look, priorities. Forget about the race and getting south, let's have a brew.
I need a cuppa though. I need to have a cuppa, otherwise I ain't got that stamina to keep going again.
Look how beautiful you look this morning, like a goddess.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Can I have a brew,
What are
please?
you after?
Can I have a brew,
Oh,
please?
brew, that's what you want. Yeah, thought about it somewhere.
So to put this all into context of how vast this drive actually is, we set off Thursday lunchtime, got down to Folkestone, got on the train at, well, we were booked in at like 8 o'clock for the train. That took us to, by the time we'd boarded and everything, it took us to midnight French time when we arrived in France. And so we're driving then from midnight until 6:30, so I've done 6.5 hours. I'll put a map up here to show you kind of what distance that is and how far we've got to go. So we've got time. We're gonna win this race, I know we are. So these roads in France are just absolutely, I can't describe to you how nice these roads are. It's like driving on velvet, that's the only way to describe it. There's not one single pothole anywhere, like it's just silky smooth. It's absolutely incredible. And this feeling, like got all this beautiful scenery at the side of us, and it's just absolutely amazing. I just love this feeling of having, like, you know, whatever it is, 2,000 miles in front of you, just open road. It's absolute freedom. I just love it. It's great, and the roads are just perfect to drive on. So we've just pulled up at a Lidl to do a bit of shopping. These roads are really difficult, like when you're going through the little like windy towns and stuff. I think we're near Orleans, possibly. So we're going to grab some shopping because we need to fill up on some supplies. Daisy's going to stay in the back. She'll be nice and cool because we've got the fans going. So she's going to stay in the back and just relax a little bit. Yeah, go check out Lidl. Isn't it, Lidl? It's great, isn't it?
Fantastic.
I love coming to the this is France.
I love shopping.
Look at us showing you France, look
No.
at that. The scenery is spectacular. So what's interesting is everything's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Look, we've got Nescafe, strawberry jam. It's all like stuff that you'd find in an English
What's
Lidl.
not good is that Reese didn't get my supply of coffee, my decent coffee.
Yeah,
so
sorry
now
John, I
I've
didn't
got
come and
this
see you, did I?
rubbish. Yeah,
It's not, look, Colombian, Kenyan coffee. Nescafe.
it's not as good as John's coffee.
It's not as good as John. Nothing's as good as John's coffee. So one thing we're quickly learning in France this time round is that it's mainly cashless, like in the shops and stuff. Like they say no cash, it's just card. We didn't know that, so we've transferred everything into euros, and so now we're having to use card, but we've got the cash like in euros, but we can't use it. So that's one thing to note if you are coming to France. I'm not sure yet what Spain's like, whether that's going to be the same, but certainly in France, most places, petrol stations, supermarkets like Lidl, they seem to be just card only. So that's one thing to note that we've learned, I guess. Daisy, you stood on the eggs.
We're about to go through the tolls, and what we do is we buy these kind of passes basically. So you go through the one where it says the letter T above and just drive up to the barrier, and then it'll beep. There you go. And it lets you go. What they do with these, they basically bill you back at home. So instead of you having to carry a load of change around and pop it in the machine to get through the tolls, or some of them now use card as well, but instead of you having to stop and mess about, and especially when you're in a right-handed drive vehicle, if you're on your own, you'd have to get out your vehicle to go around to be able to put your money into the machine at the other side. So it's a lot easier to just get these things. They just stick on your windscreen. They cost you about, I think it's 20 quid you pay up front. You get that back if ever you need to return it and you don't want it anymore, and it charges you about £5 a year per one, and then you get charged obviously for any of the passes that you go through, any of the tolls that you go through, and you get billed like the month later, which gives you a chance to sort of budget for it a little bit as well. So these are the two little machines.
Take the next right on Ruelle du Priorat, then turn left onto Les Maisons.
We are just here in Saint Marcel, and there is like an archaeological dig centre just here. There is a chateau according to this picture, which is just here, but I believe that is somewhere around this area, which it might be a bit far for us to, I don't know how far that is. So I'll have to have a look, because Reese really wants to see his chateau. This is just absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what you imagine a French village to be like. I've got to talk quietly though, because I think it's so quiet. I don't know if people are, you know, going to bed or sat watching the telly or what, I don't know, but it's really quiet here. There's nobody around. But this is just what we do Vanlife for, to be able to come out, discover new places that you've never been to before. It's amazing.
A proper little French village that were epic. I was just crossing myself because I said to Emma, let's eat first, then we'll go check the village out. And by the time we checked the village out, it were like the light were dropping and stuff, so my fault. But I think we got some pretty good footage of it anyway. But beautiful, like typical French village, and you see it like on other YouTube channels. You think, oh, it looks nice, but you don't appreciate how beautiful it actually is. Okay. So I'm going to leave that in. I cut it then because there were a massive moth just like flying, and as I was talking to the camera I noticed it just down there. So yeah, so that were a beautiful little typical French village. That light's going out now, what a disaster. So anyway, I don't even know what time it is now, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we're going to hit the road, do a bit more night driving, and head a bit further down through France. Don't worry, because when we've been in Ibiza for a few weeks, we're going to turn the van around, and like I said, we're going to do like Spain and France properly. So all these beautiful little villages we'll capture in future episodes, but for now, let's head south. Morning guys, so we're just about an hour away from Toulouse, and then we've got about an hour then to the Spanish border, over the Pyrenean Mountains. So we're just parked again in this little they've got like airs, they call them airs all across France, and they've got them in Spain as well, and they're literally every 10 miles you pull off, there's toilet blocks, there's a safe place to park, picnic benches, just right the way across the country. It's absolutely incredible. So we started off here in Folkestone, came across to Calais, went all the way down here through France, which is a long way, and then we're there now, and then we've got to go all the way down and through Spain. This morning Emma's putting up this mosquito net / daisy protector, so Daisy can now look out without getting in, and that's also keeping us cool as well, and not letting the mosquitoes attack us. Hello. Morning Daisy. So today is Saturday, I think, and our ferry across to Ibiza Island leaves on Sunday night. We've still got to get through, as I say, to Toulouse, and then across the border, and then I think we've got about 7 or 8 hours of driving to Valencia through Spain. So it's fine, we're doing a lot of driving through the night, just mainly to keep Daisy cool, so Daisy's not having to drive through the daytime. So we're doing a lot of night driving, which is cooler for us as well, and the roads are absolutely empty, so you end up with these like silky smooth roads that are just completely empty, which is really cool. So we're just going to get a little bit of breakfast / lunch now, and then hit the road, I guess. So we've made it to the French city of Toulouse. As I was saying, it's just before the Spanish border, so we're going to check out this city. We've just paid for parking for a couple of hours, and it looks absolutely French.
Do you remember last time we came here and we just went round and round and round? We got stuck. It's like a kind of vortex that you just can't get out of. Is Toulouse? It's just, once you get in it, you just go round and round. I'm like, you sure you want to go back there again this time? It's such a beautiful city, is Toulouse, that I was like, rather than avoid it, let's just go for it, let's explore it. But it is like a spider's web, it won't let us out, I just know it won't. It's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, see what we can find. We're trying to find a Japanese garden, and we've just turned left. I said, oh, let's turn left here to come through this park, and we've just come across like some kind of market. Yeah, I think it's like some kind of market festival, and when we drove up there were some jugglers in front of some cars, weren't there? And I thought that were a bit strange, so it must be linked to that. And yeah, it looks really good. So we've got some of these. A little chocolate fish. Daisy's getting really mad at a dog. The little chocolate fish, and they asked for them all in French. I'm so impressed with myself. I didn't actually think I remembered anything French, but yeah, I've done quite well. I'm quite impressed.
This is some kind of like Japanese kind of style festival that's going on.
It's like a totally different sort of set of people that we, you know, it's very alternative, but it's really interesting because I've never seen anybody sort of dressed in anime, and everybody's dressed in like anime costumes out there.
It's cool.
And just people being themselves and being free to be whatever they want, however they want, dress however they want. It's fabulous. It's really interesting. Oh, that's like one of them things you get for your windowsill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called a Zen garden.
Yeah, where you use like a little tiny fork thing, but on a much bigger scale.
Massive Zen garden. So we've got about an hour left in this city. We're just going to wander about and I guess see what there is.
I think there's a canal down here. We passed a canal on the way up, so I want to go see that.
We could have brought our boat. We could have sailed down. One thing that we've discovered about this part of France is it's autumn here. And I don't know if I'm being absolutely ridiculous, but the further south we've literally driven into autumn.
Yeah, it is.
So all the leaves are falling off the trees are turning beautiful colours.
Yeah, it's weird. It's we were talking about earlier and we think I don't know, maybe it's because like it's getting colder now over here. So does their autumn come quicker? I don't know. If
anybody knows that,
I'm not that intelligent.
Why it was summer an hour ago and now it's autumn in Toulouse, let us know, because it's really confusing. It's like it's a beautiful autumn scene. There's leaves on the floor and in the canal. It's quite pretty, but we can't quite understand why it's autumn. And then presumably we're going to go into summer in Spain because it won't be autumn in Spain. So yeah, let us know if you understand what's going on with that. So we're in the middle of Toulouse. What you betting Emma finds a second-hand shop?
I'm going to look for it.
She's going to find a second-hand shop. You can't go anywhere.
Is it a thing in France? I don't know if it's a thing in France.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
We'll see if we can find one.
So the zebra crossings here, you can actually get into trouble for not pressing the little green man. I said to Emma, I said, you're going to get arrested if you don't press that little green man. But then when you press it, it don't bleep. Emma, there's a statue down there. So we're just going to grab a quick coffee from up here. This isn't actually Toulouse city centre, it's just like the outskirts of it, because I think to go into Toulouse city centre is going to be crazy. However, we're probably going to have to drive through it, which will take about 10 hours, something like that.
Parking with a van though, just be impossible, so there's no point in
Yeah,
trying.
we can't, and we've only got 2 hours parking on the van, and it's quite expensive to park here, so we're just going to grab a quick coffee and then head back to Romany and hit the road towards the Pyrenean Mountains. That's a normal thing to say, isn't it?
That's mine. That's yours.
Well done for speaking French, can't we?
I know. It's weird because I absolutely hated French at school. We had a teacher called Miss Bourgeois, and I absolutely hated it. I loathed French, She was actually a really nice lady, but I just didn't like having to learn French whatsoever. And they were really strict with you as well, that you had to be able to learn. And it's weird how some of it's just come back to me. I think we need to ring and check how the kids are getting on. See if they've managed to book their flight yet. We're doing quite well actually. I think we might beat them.
We're breezing it.
We actually thought it'd probably be a stupid thing to do because there's no way you're going to beat anybody in a van that was travelling across on a plane, but with all delays and that, you know, you never know. Oh, speak of the devil, look who's calling. Hello Alicia.
Hiya.
How are you getting on? Have you booked your flight?
Oh, shut up. I can't book it. No, because You've decided to do this on the week where the entire airline system goes kaput.
Oh, well, you see, we're just setting you a challenge. We've got to beat you in a van. We've got to make it a little bit more complicated.
No, so I've still managed to book a flight for Sunday.
Oh, they've got one for Sunday.
So I'm still going to get there before you.
You're not going to get there before us. You've no chance.
It takes 3 hours to fly. You have to get a ferry on Sunday. That takes hours.
Yeah, well, we're going to make this a little bit more difficult anyway, because obviously we've got to drive all the way, you know, through Spain and everything.
You've got to find yourself a French person and a Spanish person to have a photograph taken with and book it.
I'm meant to. I'm not going to France.
Well, I don't know. That sounds like a you problem to me.
You're just setting me an unwinnable challenge because you know I'll beat you.
Good luck.
You rubbish.
Bye. So we're not far off the Spanish border now. It's starting to look very sort of Spanishy terrain. Spain, 11 minutes. The border is right after this final French toll. That's it, we're now in Spain. That was rather uneventful.
I thought there'd be
The Spanish flag.
flag. I said it'd be epic. There'll be a Spanish flag flying. They'll say welcome to Spain and all that. And it's just you go through the final French toll thing, isn't it? Then that's it. You're in
They've got the last bit of the money out of you. They're not bothered after that. I'm like, where is it? Have we gone through or not? Anyway, we're here. We're finally in Spain. We're all off to sunny Spain. Viva España. We'll catch you again in the next episode. And
Find out who wins the race.
yeah, definitely. See who's going to win. It's going to be a close call actually, because they're flying as we're actually catching the ferry. So we're going to have to sort of be looking out for plane going over and see who actually gets there first. So that's it for this week anyway. As I say, write your own story and we'll see you next time.
Story, guys.
See you later. You say bye too, Daisy. Say bye.